Welcome back to the garage, guys. Today we're going to do an update on what I've been up to, where I've been going, and what I have planned for the future. So stay tuned, guys. Welcome to Rhino Exploration. My name is Zach, and I thought it would be a good time to update you guys because I have been busy over the past couple months since our last kind of update video, and we have a few things planned, in the works that are coming up real quick. We have Overland Expo Mountain West that we will be at, and I've just been doing a bunch of different things, and for certain things I haven't updated you guys on in a while, so I thought to take that time to do it. Just because we are getting to the end of July. This is the end of July. Last week of July is when I'm filming this. You guys will probably see this here in about 2 more weeks, so it'll be August. And we have all sorts of different things going on. So, okay, let's start with the D100. So I left you guys kind of hanging a bit on the restoration of the paint job on the D100. It's a 3-part series, and I have only given you guys 2 of the parts. And there's a reason for it. The D100 is actually done. It is completely painted and redone. It is actually on the other side of the camera. I haven't been able to film the reveal to you guys because the day I went out to do it, the D100 decided to give me 1,000 problems all in the span of one go. So here's kind of what happened as I was going out there. I lost the shift pin for the shifter for the gear, so I lost everything but first gear while I was driving out there. I got to a stoplight, was waiting to go, started going, went to shift into second, couldn't get out of first gear. Pulled over, found out that the pin, the little, kind of like a cotter pin that sits in there to hold the shift lever in place, had come loose. Easy fixed it, gears work. That same time, the fuel pump went out, the carburetor float broke, and 2 of the spark plugs basically fried themselves when I was trying to keep restarting the truck. The ignition system needs to be updated. So all that happened on the day I went to film the reveal for you guys. So I sat there on the side of the road for about 2 hours. I did get the truck to start. I had called AAA, was waiting for them. They were taking forever. I magically got the truck to start, and it was to the point where I had to keep my foot on the accelerator to keep it running. As soon as I took it off, it died. So I got it home, got her in the garage. I have replaced a few of the parts. I am waiting on a few other of the, I had to order a new carburetor, things like that. Because the old carburetor on there, it was the original, it was going bad, and honestly, I hated that carburetor from the beginning, and I didn't want to rebuild it, so I'm waiting on the new parts to come into the mail so we can put it back together, so I can reveal it to you guys. That is why. That is the only part of the video I am waiting on. I want to reveal it to you guys properly, not in the garage. But yeah, so the D100 is kind of throwing a curveball at me. Also, the windshield has spidered, because I had to leave it outside the day that it broke because I couldn't get it into the garage, because to get it in the garage I had to move the Jeep out of the way, and I couldn't keep it, couldn't get out and leave it running. So as soon as I turned, it turned off, I couldn't get it started for like a day. And once I got it started, I just put it in the garage. But that time outside, it was so hot, there must have been a crack that I didn't see or a nice chip, and it just spidered the whole windshield. So I got to get a new windshield too. Eventually, which they're hard to find. So that's the update on the D100. It is kind of being a little bit of a pain in the butt right now, just because all these things, like the fuel pump, I replaced it. It was gross. It was so old and bad. So I understand why certain things went, but all of it at one time, I was like, it was not my day. It's just not my day. Also, we have some upgrades that have been done to the Jeep. I have not revealed them to you guys yet. We have gotten new wheels and tires. We have some new Method 706 B grip wheels, which I absolutely love. And we have the Milestar Patagonia MT2s in their 315 by 70 by 17 on the Jeep. So it's basically like a 35. It's like a 34.89, inch tire. It actually looks really good. I am so happy with the way it looks, and the wheels are bronze, so it really just helps bring out that red in the Jeep. Oh, I absolutely love it. It's great. And as you guys will have known from a video a couple weeks ago, we have the new platform and fridge setup in the back of the Jeep that me and my dad built. It was our DIY project. That has been working fantastically. I have been loving it. And that's about it for updates for the Jeep, guys. I haven't done anything really else to the Jeep. I am currently working on hardwiring the air-up system into the Jeep. I got my cables, so I'm trying to route them, get them wired to the battery with that cutoff switch like I was telling you guys, so it can be just hard mounted in the Jeep, so I don't have to keep pulling out in and out the bag to hook it up to the battery. So that's a project I'm starting to work on. I'm kind of figuring out the routing of the wires, because where I typically route the wires through for things in the Jeep, the cables are a little bit, if you stick those two, the negative and positive cable, through that area that I do through the firewall, they both don't really fit nicely through there, and you're kind of just forcing them through, and I don't like how that's shoving all the other wires. So I'm figuring out how I'm going to run them. I haven't gotten it dialed just yet, but that's about it with the Jeep, guys. Everything else on the Jeep, it has been working great. We've been on several long trips. I've gone all over the place the past month or so. Like I said, I've been Colorado, Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico, all within about 14 days. It was so much fun, and the Jeep's been working great, and I've been doing, maintenance to it, just keeping her good to go, and I'm getting her ready for some of the trips that we have coming up. Which, one of those trips, it's kind of a trip for me-ish. It's like an hour and a half away. But I will be at Overland Expo Mountain West. So if you guys see me out there, come say hi. I will be camping at the event. I will be there all weekend, checking it out, just having a good old time. I went to Overland Expo West down in Flagstaff in 2022 and had an absolute blast, but I didn't have my Jeep with me because I was still in Hawaii at the time. So this time I'm having my Jeep. I'm going to be camping. I'm going to be there. So if you guys are around, come say hi. I'd love to see you all and meet you guys and just have a good time. Otherwise, I'll be around the events, filming, having a good time, seeing what is new out there, and talking with vendors and just having a good old time, guys. I like these Overland expos because you get a lot of people together and we all have a common interest, and it's just fun. It's different than just meetups that Facebook groups have or companies have, because for at least here in Colorado, they're not really exciting. It's just a bunch of people meet up in a parking lot and you can talk to them, but the people that organize it, they don't really have a lot of interaction with everybody. They don't try and get people to interact, so most people just hang out with people they know and they don't really talk to other people. That's been my experience so far. So I'm excited to go to the expo because I meet so many cool new people the last year when I went, I met so many cool new people, and when I was at Easter Jeep, another get together, I met so many people, guys. So I'm excited to meet new people and to see some of you guys that'll be out there. Come say hi. Some of the other trips we have coming up in September, I am still planning to go out to the Ozarks. I'm hitting my table. I'm still planning to go out to the Ozarks. I think it's going to be an awesome trip. I have started getting it planned out. I typically plan my bigger trips about a month and a half out, so I'm getting together the routes and the areas that I'd like to go and seeing what's all in there. I know there are a ton of trails and it is beautiful, and I am just kind of taking my time planning this trip so that I can have it as fun as possible and maybe have a few epic campsites. I don't know. I'm taking a chance with some of the spots that I've got marked, but like I always do, I always have multiple places marked for each day so that if one place either doesn't work out or is taken, I have somewhere else that I can go. But I am in the works of planning that out. I am also planning out a trip to Montana. I'm hoping to go there in October sometime is the roundabout goal. I'm trying to hit up there before, mid-October, before winter really starts slowly making its way past fall. Just because it's further north, it gets colder quicker. So I want to be able to do some exploring up there. So I'm kind of roughly, planning out the trip, just getting ideas of what I want to do. But I got some recommendations from some people that I met, and it sounds really fun, and I wanted to explore, north of Colorado. I've been doing a lot of Colorado lately, so I'm excited to go. So I'm excited to go and hit something further north, but that's in the works. And then come this fall/winter time, we'll be heading down towards the deserts to do a lot of exploring because it'll be cooler. We may head up, towards Oregon or something like that a little bit. Yeah, it'll be colder, but do some exploring that way. Maybe get a little snow wheeling in. Those are not quite cemented as much as September and October is going to be. August, I have a little family vacation event that is happening in San Diego, so I'll be down there, and I will be at Overland Expo. Those are kind of my big things here in August. I will be doing more trails here in August as well here in Colorado, just because a lot of them are now opening. Ophir's open, Imogene's open, Black Bear is supposed to be opening up soon within I think another week or so. So I'm going to be excited to hit those trails and do a couple-day adventure like I did with my dad, just maybe not quite as long. Something else that I kind of have, it's kind of just floating around in my brain that I'm kind of working on and thinking about doing is a get-together with, having some subscribers come out and we have an adventure. It's something that's kind of been floating in my head, just to get out, meet some new people, have some fun time on the trail, because lately it's been hard to find people to go on the trail with here. I know some of you guys probably have really good friends you go out with, or it's really easy for you to meet people. I have tried about 5 times to meet up with people to go out onto the trails, and they have all fallen through. So it just becomes a solo adventure for me. So I'm thinking of doing that, putting it out there. It's just a thought that's running through my head. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. I would love to know what your thoughts would be about possibly doing a subscriber event where we just go out for a weekend or a couple days and just have an absolutely fun adventure. I think it would be fun. But that's something that's going on through my head. So guys, that is what has been going on with me. I've been going everywhere. Between the 4 corner states, I have been all over the place just adventuring and having a good time and bringing you guys with me. I know that I didn't bring you guys quite along as much as I would have liked when I went to Arizona and was wheeling with my uncle, but that's okay. Sometimes you gotta have your own kind of vacation. And that was honestly the first time I've gone just wheeling without the cameras rolling. Every time I've gone out, I've almost always had the cameras rolling for a good majority of the trip. And there would be like a day I didn't. This time it was like one day I rolled the cameras and the rest of the time was just fun hanging out time, having a blast. But that is what's been going on, guys. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you have returned, welcome back. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. We have a goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and you guys are what is going to make that happen. And it costs you nothing, and it helps me out immensely. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, because it will just update you when I put out new videos. I put out new videos twice a week, every week. So it just keeps you on track with what's been going on. If you haven't checked out some of our other social media platforms, the links are in the description below. Check them out. The journey doesn't stop when that camera turns off. I am constantly posting. I update to Instagram and Facebook every day with more, basically daily updates of things I've got going on, or footage from the trips that wasn't put on YouTube, because I don't always put everything into the videos because it would make the videos way too long. As you guys know, my videos are typically long anyways, and so I'd make them even longer. I try to keep them sort of short. If you guys would like to help me out, I do have a link to my Patreon page. You will find exclusive content only for Patreon members, waypoints, routes, campsites that I have marked. They are there for you guys, but only for people on Patreon. So anything you wish to donate, is greatly appreciated, guys. It helps me on my adventures. And other than that, guys, I will see you all at Overland Expo Mountain West. If you're going, I will see you guys there. Otherwise, I will see you all next time out on the trail.